What's up, friends, fellow card collectors? Card Hobbyist here, and it's time for part 2 of the binder haul video for January. In this video I'll be showing off the second half of the Hall of Famers that I got for my binders in the month of January. It was a lot of cards from Hall of Famers. If you watched the first half of the video, you saw about half of them. We're going to get into the second half of the Hall of Famers that I collected in January, so I won't ramble too much in this intro, I guess you could say, but yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Alright, we're going to start off with a 93 Donruss, Rickey Henderson. So this will be about from the years 93 to modern. 93 Flair. If you've watched my channel long enough, you would know that 93 Flair is one of my favorite sets of all time. If I was to build a set, I would build a 93 Flair set, but I'm not a set builder, so just collecting the Hall of Famers out of it. Just absolutely love this set. It was just so way ahead of its time. You see, this reminds me of Gold Label, like modern Gold Label that Topps does. This was done in 93. Super premium set back then. Was well out of my price range as a kid. But yeah, love 93 Flair. Got some Leaf here, 93 with Pudge, Eddie Murray, Dave Winfield, Ryne Sandberg. On the other side we got Carlos Baerga. And then we got a Kirby Puckett. On the other side we got Marquise Grissom. And then some 93 Pinnacle here with Dave Winfield. And then a Now and Then with Carlton Fisk. And another Pinnacle card, Hometown Heroes of Dave Winfield. Now we got some Select, Dave Winfield, Carlton Fisk. It's funny seeing these, you know, Select is like a super premium card now that Panini does. Panini owns the rights to Score, of course, and Score did Select back then, which was done by Pinnacle. And then Ryne Sandberg here, Select. We got some Upper Deck SP, got a few of these, Barry Larkin, Craig Biggio, another premium set from back in the day. Of course, these draw even more premium now. To get a box of SP, you're gonna pay out the yang for it because of the Jeter that's in here. Greg Maddux. Of course, I do not have the Jeter card from 93 SP. Robin Yount. Cool Mike Piazza there with a cameo. I believe that is Jeff Blauser sliding into the plate there. Mike Piazza. This is a cool card. Really love this card. You got Larry Walker and Moises Alou here, both going for the same fly ball. this body position of Moises Alou always cracks me up because it's like I want to catch it, but I don't want to run into Larry Walker because Larry Walker's a big dude, so I need to avoid it. And then if you look at the back of the card, you got probably the aftermath of that attempt. I imagine it's the same pitcher because if you look at the Piazza, you know, that's Jeff Blauser sliding into the plate, but the back they show I think Dwight Smith of the Cubs with Piazza laying on top of him. But that's definitely a Brave on the front. So not the same moment, but I think this one is the same moment with Alou and Walker going for the same ball. I imagine the ball's caught because I don't see the ball anywhere in this picture. So I'm guessing Walker caught it. Looked like Walker. Yeah, I think right there you can see the ball in Walker's glove. So you go from there to there. And probably not the biggest collision, but still just a great card there with the front and back photos. Dave Winfield, Stadium Club. Carlton Fisk, Stadium Club. Stadium Club always has great photos. I love these candid shots of players in the dugout. And we got, let me turn these over so I don't get them out of order. And then we got Dennis Eckersley, Stadium Club, and a Tom Glavine. Tom Glavine, the way he used to wear his hat used to drive me nuts. He wore it like way up on top of his head like that. Cool picture of Pudge here. Members Choice Stadium Club. Looking contemplative. We got Kirby Puckett and a John Smoltz and another Dave Winfield. And then we got some 93 Topps Gold here with Fred McGriff and Frank Thomas. Hopefully that'll go into my multi-Hall of Fame binder in the near future. Here we got Ryne Sandberg, Carlos Baerga, also gold. Andy Van Slyke, Ken Griffey Jr., gold. And here we got a Larry Walker Kirby Puckett. This one will go in my multi-Hall of Fame binder with 2 Hall of Famers on it, in Walker and Puckett. And we got Dave Winfield, Goose Gossage, Ryne Sandberg, these are from Ultra, and a Kirby Puckett. And then we got 94 Collector's Choice here, Silver Signature Ryne Sandberg, Silver Signature Mike Piazza, it's a cool card, really like that card, and a Silver Signature Cal Ripken Jr., and also another Silver Signature Mike Piazza. And then we got 94 Donruss Dominators, Kirby Puckett, 94 Leaf Mike Piazza, 94 SP Ryne Sandberg. Not sure who that player is down there. It's kind of hard to see because of the shine. Can't really pick out who that player is down there. Then we got some Stadium Club here. You got 94 Robin Yount Stadium Club. Nolan Ryan, great photo here, tipping his hat to the crowd. And a Pudge. And then we also got 94 Golden Rainbow, Randy Johnson, and a Golden Rainbow of Mike Mussina with what looks like blocks of ice behind him. Sometimes you see some weird baseball cards. We got a Ted Williams. It's actually a Roger Maris card, but I'm going to put it in my Hall of Fame binders because it's got Yogi Berra featured pretty prominently on there. And then we got Ultra Cal Ripken. Award winners from Ultra, Mr. Greg Maddux. And a Randy Johnson from Upper Deck. 94 Upper Deck, Randy Johnson. Got a 95 Bowman Craig Biggio. A Dave Winfield 95 score. Love the Studio from 95. This is the base with the silver. The golds are a little bit thicker and they have rounded corners, and of course are gold. These are made to look like credit cards. It's great, interesting idea done by Studio from the 90s. I would love to see those come back around in a Panini set. Love to see Panini do something like that. It'd be hard for them to do with the portraits because of their lack of licensing, but maybe they could do an action shot on there. Help try to hide some of the licensing issues they have. Kirby Puckett, special edition from Upper Deck. And a Randy Johnson. This one's got a little issue on the top there, but don't worry about it. So crazy seeing somebody that tall with a bat. And then we got a Pinnacle 96 Jeff Bagwell. It's a pretty card here. 96 Master of the Game Kirby Puckett. Great design on that card. Super shine. Got some 97 Fleer here, Eddie Murray, Harold Baines, Jim Thome, and then here you got Paul Molitor. As you can see, the stamp down there says 96 league leader. Probably led the league in average, I would imagine, or hits. Let's see, 96. He had 225 hits in 96, hit 341. So, yeah, definitely one of those two categories he led the league in. Here's Edgar Martinez. Down here the stamp says 96 All-Star. Tommy Glavine, World Series and All-Star. John Smoltz, got league leader, All-Star, and 96 World Series. I wonder what he's league leader in. Did he lead the league in ERA that year? So he had 294, maybe it was wins. He had 24 wins in 96, so he might have led the league in wins. 20-game winners are a rare thing nowadays. Barry Larkin, All-Star, 96. And then we got a 97 score here, Pudge. And then a 98 Collector's Choice Stickums is a sticker card. This one's kind of cut weird, but it is a Larry Walker Stickums sticker card. We got a Donruss Preferred from 98, Wade Boggs. And then some Fleer Tradition here from 98, Pedro These are the Smoke and Heat subset. Mike Mussina and Smoltzy. And then we got Tradition Vintage inserts, Edgar and Pedro. We got a 98 Sports Illustrated World Series Fever. Tony Gwynn. Very glossy card. Super glossy. I can imagine if you are going to find a pack of this, you might want to be careful because definitely a chance of these cards is sticking together with that amount of gloss on them. We got Ultra here. I think this is Ultra. Yeah, definitely Ultra. Dennis Eckersley. This one has quite a bit of chipping at the top, but it's okay. One thing about these Ultra cards from this year, they have a raised lettering, so it's kind of pretty cool there. It's kind of embossed. We got a 98 Upper Deck, Pedro Martinez. And then we got some 99 Fleer Tradition with Pedro, Edgar. And then we got an Upper Deck Choice from 99, Vladdy Daddy. So let's go ahead and grab another stack here. We're getting some more modern stuff. Entering the 2000s, we got 2000 Topps Edgar, Vladdy Daddy, Glavine, Harold Baines, League Leaders Larry Walker hit 379. Phew. He was raking that year. Of course, a lot of people say, oh, well, it's there's Nomar on the back here. Shows the AL leader, 357 that year. We got 20th Century Best, Harold Baines. Let's see. Active runs batted in leaders, Harold Baines. So at this time, Harold Baines was the leading RBI leader. More RBI than Cal Ripken, Canseco, Bonds at the time, and McGuire. It's pretty interesting. The reason I read that because I know a lot of people dislike Harold Baines in the Hall of Fame, which is a valid argument. All right, we got a absolute memorabilia of 2001 Larry Walker. We got a Fleer Red Sox 100th Lou Boudreau. This logo here is like kind of embossed. It's pretty cool. And then from that same set, we got an insert here, Yankees Heroes with Yaz. And then we got a, what is this? 2001 Fleer Showcase, Mariano Rivera. 2001 Rookie and Stars, Larry Walker. 2001 Topps Traded reprint, Reggie Jackson. This is 2001 Upper Deck Decade 70s, Raleigh Fingers. This is from the same set. This is an insert, Bell Bottom Bashers, Reggie Jackson. I really like that card. Maybe see about picking up some more of the Upper Deck Decade 70s. Really cool cards. We got 2002 Fleer Platinum Larry Walker. And then Fleer Premium from the same year. International Pride, Pudge, Puerto Rico. And Pedro, Dominican Republic. And then quite a few of these Fleer Greats of the Game from 2002. We got Cy Young and Cleveland Spiders, which seems to be the consensus for pick of Cleveland's new baseball name. We got the Philadelphia Athletics, Jimmy Fox, the late Whitey Ford, Mel Ott, Yogi Berra, George Brett, Yaz. This one's a little bit off center. Bill Dickey, the Duke of Flatbush, Duke Snyder, Mr. October, Reggie Jackson, another one that's really off center, and then a Bill Terry for the New York Giants. Alright, we got some 2002 Upper Deck Piece of History, Catfish Hunter, got a few of these cards, Early Win. I like how these cards have 3 photos on them, so you got one on the left, one on the right, which is like a portrait. In sepia, you got the action shot, and then you got a portrait down here. Just a lot going on this card. Probably too much for a piece of history, but The backs are pretty clean for the most part. Had the same action shot on the front, but it seems like there's so much going on the front of these cards. Wade Boggs, Pedro, the Big Hurt, Joey D, Joe DiMaggio, Robin Yount, Billy Williams, Ernie Banks, the late Tom Seaver, Pops, Willie Stargell, Larry Walker, and then we got some 2002 Upper Deck World Series heroes, Greg Maddux, Stan the Man, another Duke, Cy Young, Honus Wagner, Johnny Bench, Ty Cobb, Mickey Mantle, another Joey D, the Babe, the Iron Man, Lou Gehrig, and Mariano Rivera. So those are all the 2002 Upper Deck World Series heroes. Then we got a 2002-2003 Upper Deck Superstars. This was actually a multi-sport set, but this one has Mariano Rivera. Then we got 03 Donruss Team Heroes, Willie McCovey. Got a few of these MVP cards from Upper Deck: Pedro, Biggio, Glavine in the wrong uniform, and Tommy. And then some Upper Deck Vintage from 2003, Pee Wee Reese, Juan Marichal, Bob Lemon, and Jim Bunning. Then we got Leaf Second Edition from 2004, Barry Larkin. If you're wondering what the Second Edition means, I think the retail was called Second Edition in this. So if you get a Leaf that doesn't say Second Edition, I believe those came out of hobby packs. 2005 Bazooka Mini, just for you, airtime. Smoltzy. We got a Upper Deck Classics from 2005, Orlando Cepeda. This is a pretty cool little die cut here. Cut Above from Topps, Roy Halladay, the late Roy Halladay. Always a big fan of die cuts. 2012 Golden Moments, Ryne Sandberg. And a 2012 Mound Dominance, Roy Halladay. We got a 2015 Topps. This one has Jeter on it. I believe after he hit his walk-off in his final at-bats. This isn't considered a Jeter card. It's a New York Yankees team card, but with Jeter so prominent on it, I'm going to keep that one for the Jeter binder. Alright, we're going to jump all the way up to 2018. Here's a gold label Class 3 Mariano. And then we got some Diamond Kings here with Grover Alexander, Yogi, Joey D, Satchel Paige, and Ted Williams, Pee Wee Reese. A couple of these Babe Ruth collection cards. Babe Ruth, and then the checklist from that insert set. It's only 4 cards in the little insert set, and you only could get them in the bonus packs. We got a blue frame Tris Speaker, and a blue frame Paul Waner. And we got a Hall of Fame Heroes Ted Williams, and a Melott Hall of Fame Heroes. And then we got 2019 Stadium Club, Jackie Robinson. Great photo there, beautiful card. Look like people asking for Jackie's signature there. It's pretty cool. Then we got some archives with Ted Williams. Quite a few archives in here. Red Shondeist. I never knew how to pronounce his name. I think I pronounced it right. Tommy. Whitey Ford. Johnny Bench. Mariano. Pops. 75 design. Tony Perez. Babe Ruth. The 93 design. Ricky Henderson. Dizzy Dean. And Eddie Matthews. And we got a highlights card from Mariano, where he breaks the career saves record. And then we got from archives, these insert Topps Magazine, Ozzie Smith, Pedro, and then closing it out with a 2020 retro of Eddie Murray. So that does it. That is the second half of my Hall of Fame binder haul for January. As you can see, it was a lot of cards. I believe it was over 300 cards that are going into binders from January. I told you that's why I had to split it up in 2 videos. So I got a lot of binding to do. I got a lot of, organizing to do. I might have to pick up a new binder just to, add all these extra sheets in. Because, 324 cards, man. That's almost, a whole binder's worth of cards right there that I gotta squeeze into these other binders. But it's fun. This is collecting cards and organizing is definitely a labor of love, as much as making YouTube videos is. If you don't enjoy the the organizational task of binding and sorting and organizing your cards, this is the wrong hobby for you to be in. Because especially with me being a typical low-end collector, I collect all the base cards. It's just an ongoing thing. It never stops. It just keeps rolling on and on and on. Rolls on top of itself as new sets are released, new cards are released. You're picking up stuff that you never had before. It's a never-ending process, but you gotta enjoy that. If you don't enjoy that, you may be in the wrong hobby, or you just may be collecting a little bit wrong. So if you're a person that doesn't like collecting the way I collect, where I'm getting a bulk of cards constantly going into binders, maybe you can collect another way, like where you're collecting fewer cards but more high-end stuff, like autographs and graded vintage and stuff like that. You won't be ripping, you'll just be chasing more higher end stuff in slabs and displaying that out, in smaller increments, like having a display case with your best stuff in it and all that. But the way I collect, I'm definitely bulk. My goal is to have a collection of binders like G's Mikey does. He just has this whole wall full of binders. I am very much a big binder fan. It takes me back to collecting as a kid. Nostalgia is a big part of collecting for me, and I just love having these binders. Just looking over at the binders, it's like, man, that's awesome. That I put those together. Now, my binders are nowhere near on the organization of G's Mikey, where he has them all one color. My binders are a kaleidoscopic. I wouldn't say kaleidoscopic colors. They're all either black, white, or blue binders. But yeah, I enjoy it. It's a labor of love. Let me quit rambling here at the end of this video. You spent more than enough time watching my stuff with these binder hauls. Pushing 30 minutes again. I only showed half of the Hall of Famers there. So I'm going to leave it off with, my stats for the Hall of Fame collection. You can see how it's grown. In my past few binder videos, I haven't really showing the stats at the end. It's something I just forgot to do while editing the videos, but I'll make sure to do it for these because I'm saying it, and if I don't put it on the end after editing, I'm gonna look like a fool. But I appreciate everybody watching. Remember, you can only control 2 things: it's your thoughts and your actions. So stay positive, keep collecting them cards. Come hang out with us on Tuesdays and Thursday nights for Cardboard Happy Hour. I'd love to have you in the chat. I know I'm selling cheapo cards and fast blasts and stuff like that. But yeah, it's more about hanging out. This is coming from a guy that has general social anxiety around people. I do not like crowds. Always feeling awkward when interacting in person with other people. I'm very much an introverted person. I'm very much a homebody. But having that interaction with y'all over a stream is absolutely huge for me. I really appreciate everybody that comes and hangs out on the streams with me. because I really enjoy it. And the interactions, it's two-way, but it's different than a normal social interaction. And social interactions in person are vitally important. Um, like I said, I've adapted my way of living to where I can handle social interactions, no problem. I can go to parties and be okay. I'm not gonna freak out and like crawl in a vent or anything like that. But like as far as like daily stuff, I'm very introverted, generally a shy, quiet person, more in my head than I am outward thinking. Uh, but yeah, those streams that I do on Tuesdays and Thursday nights are not just fun, but they're also like, you know, kind of therapeutic for me in a way, I guess you could say. But don't. I'm not trying to force you to be there for my benefit. But I appreciate all you hanging out with me. Did I forget a card? I did forget a card. I left a card up here. Then and now, Garrett Cole, Bert Blyleven. Of course, my camera doesn't want to focus now. There it goes. Bert Blyleven, Garrett Cole. That'll be the last card. I seem to have left it over there on the shelf when I picked up the sack. But thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you all later, maybe on a Tuesday and Thursday night if you want to come hang out and chat. The chat is what it's all about in my streams. I love interacting with chat and seeing what y'all are saying. It's never about the cards. It's always about the community. And remember that. So thank you all for watching. And until next time, peace.